Well, hello everybody. Welcome to System Test 30. And I'm going to have to disappoint you guys. The simplex device is going to have to wait, but I did get another device in the mail. And my brother Joseph was so nice to help me get it, and it's a completely rare device, and it's from Wheelock and stuff like that, but I will show you guys that in just a minute here, once I review all of the initiating devices. And I changed out the smoke detector, but I didn't bother to change out the pull station because this pull station kind of goes with the device. And I have another device on the other NAC on the booster panel, and it's a Wheelock device, and you'll see that in just a minute here. Okay, for Zone 1, we still have the Silenite PSDA, and I know it's the same boring pull station, but we're going to use it for this test. It's no big deal, but here it is. And right here we have my system sensor on my another one of 2151 smoke detectors. I did change out the smoke detector on the system last night. Here's the other smoke detector that was originally on here, but I just changed it out for this one and give this one a test. So you guys will see that here in just a minute. And we're going to view the peripherals devices, and what devices do we have for today. And this is the newest device that I got in the mail today. Here it is. So some of you may be wondering, what the heck is this thing? This is a Wheelock CH-BF1. And this chime, this is a Wheelock chime, and it's electronic. And I am, believe it or not, I am pretty much one of the 3 out of 5 people that is one of these people that have this chime in a gray version. They also made this chime in a red version that has the strobe right there. JJ Inc. 24 owns one of these, except it's a red version and it has the strobe on it. And there's another YouTube user that owns the red version and the gray version, like this one right here. Except the gray version doesn't have a strobe on it. So JJ Inc. 24 has this one, but it's the red version, and it also has the strobe on it. But mine right here doesn't have the strobe on it. So this is meant to be a general signaling device, and I believe this was used in a telephone answering office. And a big shout out to the MSJ 191961 guys. 6 to 7 years ago, I believe 7 years ago, in one of his system tests, he tested a chime in a gray version, which is the Wheelock 712-24 electromechanical chime. But this is not a electromechanical chime. This one is actually electronic. This is an electronic chime, so there's no moving parts, there's no plunger that pushes up on the chime bar to make it ring. This is a speaker and a chime module. So the chime module gathers up electricity and it sends it down to the speaker, and it makes the speaker chime. So there's no moving parts into it. And right here on the top, here's the model number, CH-BF1. And I'm very happy to get one of these chimes, and this was the only one on YouTube that I found that was in the gray version. There was only one left, so I came along and buy it for $65 plus shipping. So, and also a big shout out to JJ Inc. 24 and the MSJ 191961. And some people have the electronic chime, and some of them have the electromechanical chime. And I believe the electromechanical chime was the only known device that destroyed Ryan's 4004 fire alarm control panel. which I feel bad about, but that was in the past. But anyways, a big shout out to the MSJ. I give them a lot of shout outs because we're like close fire alarm enthusiasts, pretty much. On the other hand, we have my Wheelock WMT-24 remote strobe, which is the weatherproof strobe, which is 117 candela. I figured I'd put this device on the NAC for fun, because this one is not a chime strobe, so it's just a chime strobe just in two devices. So anyways, enough with the chit chat, guys. I've been rambling for like I don't know how long, because this camera doesn't have a countdown timer, because it doesn't have a stopwatch on it. But anyways, let's pull it. Are you guys ready to hear what this thing sounds like? I have it on an odd tone, which I really love so much, and you'll see that here in just a minute. And it's set for vibrate, and the panel's coding it to continuous. So anyways, are you guys ready to hear this thing? Here we go. So anyways, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and silence here. Okay, I let that go long enough. And yes, this chime it does have the pitch adjustment like the Wheelock CH70 does, and this is actually the same chime speaker as on my Wheelock chime strobe that I have on my shelf. So this uses the exact same speaker, except the speaker is black instead of gray. But I will show you the inside of this thing in another video sometime soon. But as you can see, that Wheelock strobe it's actually pretty bright, actually. That's really, really bright, even on 117 candela. And unfortunately, there is really nothing I can do about it. It's just how it is. And for all of you guys out there that have this electronic chime, I give you all a shout out. Some people that I don't know, to a shout out to all those people. And a shout out to the MSJ that has the mechanical version of the chime, which I believe is really, really cool. So I'm one of the people on YouTube that has an electronic chime. And no, this thing does not put out EMF. That's only on the gray version of the 712-24 mechanical chime that puts out EMF, and it's 24 volts DC. And don't forget, they made the 711 series of the mechanical chime, which is 6 volts AC as well. But I don't think I'm able to find one of those, and I don't think I'm going to get one anytime soon. But anyways, as you can see, that strobe is still flashing. Yep, it's still flashing. Now let's reset the system. Hang on. Whoops, I forgot to reset the pull station. Yeah. Man, I'm so dumb today. I forgot to reset the pull station. Alright, now, let's get my Silent Night key, reset the pull station. I am so dumb today. Whoops, is it... And my weather radio's going off.
This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following counties, District of Columbia and Arlington Falls Church in Alexandria, Virginia. Coastal flood warning in effect from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday.
Let's go ahead and reset the system.
Inundation above ground level expected in low-lying areas due to tidal flooding. The areas affected include shoreline in the District of Columbia, Arlington County, and the city of Alexandria. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday, especially around the time of high tide. Impacts. The unprotected area on the southwest waterfront at the DC Seafood Market is expected to flood. Water is expected to approach parts of the Haynes Point Loop Road, but it will likely be closed. Water is expected to approach buildings near King Street and Union Street. Shoreline inundation up to 1 foot above ground is possible elsewhere. Additional details, tides 2 to 2.5 feet above normal. The next high tides at Washington Channel are at 7:15 p.m. and 7:47 a.m. The next high tides at Alexandria are at 7:33 p.m. and 8:05 a.m. The higher tides will be the 7:47 a.m. and 8:05 a.m. tides. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. If travel is required, do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm having such coincidence today because, first of all, in my last test, the phone was ringing in the background, and now the weather radio went off in this test in the background. I'm just having sort of a coincidence, guys, but let's activate Zone 2 with the smoke detector, and we're going to be using the can of smoke and see what happens. So here we go. Wait for it to activate. There it goes. We're going to acknowledge. Two-wire smoke, Zone 2. No smoking area. Silence. Okay, that's enough of that. So, anyways, guys, I'm really excited about this chime only dead knockoff of the Wheelock 712-24, pretty much, except it's electronic and it's in the gray version. So, anyways, guys, I'm very happy to own one of these. It's very cool, very rare, really hard to find, and this was the only one on eBay, so I decided to pick it up and give it a test for you guys. So, anyways, let's blow on the smoke detector. Oh, there goes the phones. This is the second time the phones were going off. Yes, guys, we do have a landline, which has come in handy. Speaking of telephones, yeah, this chime, I believe, came out of a telephone answering office, but I could be wrong, but it doesn't have, this thing doesn't have to be polarized. Well, but the Wheelock mechanical chime does have to be polarized because that's how the NAC supervision works on the panels. But, and some people are asking, is it safe to wire up this type of chime to fire alarm control panels? And the answer is yes, it's perfectly safe to do. And don't forget, guys, we do have a huge snowstorm outside, so trying to get this video done pretty quickly before if the snowstorm gets too strong and we lose power the second time this year, in this new year. But anyways, let's put a reset in the ancient release control system. Okay, no alarms present. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Maybe the simplex device that I'm not going to tell you what it is will be in the next test. So I'm going to quickly upload these videos before we lose power, but I'm not going to directly upload them because I want to edit these videos. And anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the upgrade of the system, the new device that came in the mail, and new smoke detector and everything else that came along with the system. And this system has been working just fine. It has not died out on me yet. It has not pooped out on me, but I'm so surprised that this panel has been doing a really, really, really good job of serving me, and I do appreciate it. And since this panel is so awesome right here, even though it was made by a notifier, I believe, and it uses a notifier lock, and I know this panel does put out filter DC, and it has the auxiliary output, and it has synchronization built into it, and it has programs so you can program each NAC individually what you want it to do, and zones, even the zones as well. And personally, I think this panel is a piece of a good luck charm. So I love this panel so much, guys. I don't want to give it up, and it's been doing a really good job of serving me, and it's doing a good job of running my devices, even though it puts out filter DC. There is no FWR in it whatsoever, guys. This doesn't do FWR. It's not... The NAC current is filter DC on this panel. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and that will be it. And I'm sorry about the coincidence that is happening in the video, but the weather radio going off and the phones are ringing. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it, and that will be it. And once again, a big shout out to the MSJ191961 and JJ Inc. 24. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it, and that'll be it. Stay safe during the snowstorm.